All right, so it's Thursday evening. I'm Allison. This is Core Express. We have 8 exercises. Everything's 50 seconds. We have a 10-second rest, transition to the next exercise, and then we're going to do everything 2 times through. So I have my timer behind me to keep track of everything, and let's get moving. So make sure you have some space, carpet or a mat that work just perfectly. So first exercise we're doing is a lying, alternating opposite leg knee drive and elongated leg push, kind of like a modified bicycle. Here we go, 50 seconds. Make sure we're recording. Oh, we are, good, perfect. All right, here we go. Oh, come on, there we go. All right, lying, you're gonna drive one knee in, kick one leg out. Opposites. Keep that elongated leg about 3 to 2 inches off the floor. Keep that lower back engaged. So you're driving that knee up as you drive the other leg towards the floor. Good, we're gonna transition, we're gonna face the mat. We have a forearm plank, and we're gonna hold this for the entire 50 seconds. Elbows under your shoulders, palms facing down, push through your heels. Use your glutes, use your backside to lift you up away from the floor. Make sure you're breathing. If you need to, you can always drop to your knees, let your legs fall behind you. Quick little rest and back up into a forearm plank. Good. Good, next up, we're gonna face the ceiling. We have a glute bridge, but at the top of that glute bridge, you're gonna do a little bit of a hip thrust. Feet hip width apart. Engage with the mat, lift to the top, and then a little bit of a hip thrust back down. Everything's control, lift, thrust, and then back down. Glute bridge, a little bit of a hip thrust. Make sure your knees are pushing outward when you do your bridge. Slow and controlled, slight thrust. Good, next up, we have a forearm side plank. I'm gonna start on my left. We're gonna lift, and then we can do a lateral leg raise too. So we're gonna do a plank, a little bit of a leg raise. Make sure that shoulder stacked over your elbow. Your palms can be nice and wide for bigger base of support. If you want to just hang out here in your side plank, you can. I'm extending my arm to open up my chest. You can put it on your hip if you need to. I just find this a little bit more capable of balancing. Think about using your hips. 2 seconds. Good, switch sides. If you need to, you can modify it and you can go on your knee. Good. side plank. Again, you always can drop down, modify with that knee behind you. Do that leg lift. You can omit the leg lift. Good job, 20 seconds. Good, switch into a quadruped. So that means we're on all fours. We're going to do a modified bird dog. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg. So it's a bent knee, straight arm. Bent knee, sorry. Straight arm. Good. So when you lift that arm and leg, you want your thigh to be parallel to the floor, the arm parallel to the floor as well. Kind of push with that heel at the top. Good, and switch. Shake it out a bit. And opposite arm, opposite leg. Here we go. Just a little modified bird dog. Good. We're going to be lying on the mat. We're going to flip around. So we have a bent knee, ab roll up, but we're going to keep our arms overhead. So we're using our hip flexors and our abs to pull ourselves up. Keep those arms extended, reach to the ceiling, and then roll back down. Good, those are the first 8. We're going back through to the top. We have the lying modified bicycle. So it's one knee is pulling in. Actually, your knee driving in. Knee drive and kick out. Make sure you fully extend that bottom leg. Good, we're going to turn around and face that mat. We have our forearm plank that we're going to hold for 50 seconds. Again, elbows under your shoulders, palms kind of wherever you feel comfortable. And then make sure your legs are contracted, your quads and your glutes, lifting yourself to the ceiling. Good. We're going to flip over. We have that glute bridge. But we're going to get a little bit of a hip thrust at the top. Feet about hip width apart. Shoulders engaged with the mat. Lift with control. And at the top, we're just going to squeeze a little bit of a thrust. Squeeze and thrust. Slow and controlled. Good. We have that forearm side plank with a lateral leg lift. So I'm going to get on the mat this time. Good. Make sure the elbow is under your shoulder. Lift yourself up. Keep those hips lifted. Arm can go wherever you need it. On the hips, extended. Good. Switch. Elbow under your shoulder. Lift up with your hips. Good. Next up, we have that quadruped, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, alternating leg lifts. Slight bend in the knee. Ooh, we're staying on one side, my bad. Good. Switch sides. Shake it out if you need to. All right, and go. Good. Last up, we have that bent knee, ab roll up, arms overhead. Arms are straight. Use your hips to lift you up, your core, your abs reach all the way to the ceiling, and then lower. All right. So that's a Core Express wrap. And I appreciate you taking your time to be with me tonight. Thank you.